And a very good evening. And just can you check you can see everything and that you can hear everything? Because I've messed around with the settings today. So hopefully you can hear me and you can see everything on the screen. Hopefully. So let me know if that's okay. We have had some news. We're going to get some respite with all the electrical works that's going on. Some is going to be done in this room. There's going to be all kinds of shifts going on. And I think not just for the next few weeks, but for the next few months, the way things are scheduled around here. It won't be every time, but there's going to be disruptions to the live streaming that actually happened. So I kind of thought I'm not finished experimenting with this game yet. And I'm just going to do this WSL. Both women's and men's games seem to follow the same patterns. So I'm going to be like, I found this tactical meeting, which seemed to make a huge difference. And I've played like 60 games now and I've still only lost 2. And both of those were my fault. So I thought I have also been doing a lot of in-game management and in-game changes which supplement that. So I want to try and get to grips with all the things that I've been doing and try to put them on in some sort of pattern. Hey, Lewis, thank you very much, mate. It's been a dream of mine, and I thought it would never arrive because FM24 just lingered. I kind of lost interest in the last 6 months of FM24, and subs were going down rather than up, but just lately we've had a surge. So, yeah, very, very happy about that. And my assistant agrees with me on the team. I can't see any reason for changing it apart from some of the players might get a little bit who's this? Rachel Williams, 5.9. I think we better have a quiet word. I've been very disappointed. Yep, you better make up for it. And there's no back button on that one. One of the things that I have noticed is that there's also, when you finish a match, it moves on. If it's a Saturday game and you click continue, it moves on to Monday. And if you've got a game on Wednesday, that could be a problem. So I'm trying to figure out how to deal with that, but I don't think there is a way. It's just a fault in the game. How do I get XP in YouTube? XP. No, it doesn't, Everon. What do you mean by XP in YouTube? Experience? Is that what you're saying? I'm not quite sure what you're referring to in XP. Maybe that's because I'm old and I don't understand the lingo of you young people. Oh, we got a fitness coach, have we? I'm looking for that tactical meeting. I don't even know who we're playing next time up. The XP that it gives per video. Oh, I see. Yeah, that. Yeah, this is all very new. This. I earned I was watching a stream the other day and I got 250 XP. I don't know what it's for. Or what's the point of it, but yeah, I think it is. You're right. It's by commenting on the by commenting in the chat. Basically, I think that's what happens. So we come to this tactical meeting, which I am a big fan of. But before I go there, I go and check that my tactics set up the way that I want it. I better check who we're playing first. Well, that might help. We are playing Benfica, so probably it's going to be a tough game for us, although it is the female game, so I don't know how tough. We are at home, so we'll go and have a look at my tactic first. This is how I would do it. So I would start mid-block and then I would go standard. That's pretty much how I would start my tactic. It's very useful to remember what your tactic is and how you set up. Short goalkeeper distribution, no, with a mid-block. Stop the crosses, yes, and then in possession, play through, yep. Short passing, yeah, everything's fine there. That should be standard, balanced, pass into space, low crosses, work the ball into the box. And I'm going to experiment here. I'm going to play with a higher tempo. But one of the things that I'm going to do is, where dribbling is concerned, I'm going to discourage it. Now, I have a funny feeling that the goal score, the attempts from these ridiculous angles out here, from these, like, they're taking shots. And I think it's as a result of them dribbling in here. And so if I can discourage dribbling, perhaps they will just pass the ball instead. We're going to give that a try. So here I am going to also change this role to an inside forward. And then I'm going to put a wing back here. I'm just testing out something. And then I'm going to put an inside fullback here. So that then hopefully should give me a 3. And we'll have a wing back coming outside on the right-hand side. This will force Park inside, and we might stop those ridiculous shots by forcing Park inside with the wing back coming outside. Who knows? It's experimenting time. How do I rate? That's a good question. I don't want to. I know people are being unkind to SI. I don't want to be unkind, and they have tried to get a game out that's worthy of FM, but for me, they haven't succeeded. And my honest opinion, I'm going to give it a 4. Maybe at a push, I'd give it a 5. Apart from that, I'm not going to go anywhere near that. Any better than a 4 or a 5. There's so many things missing that I actually miss, like the cup draws and some of these windows you can't get out of. It's just a mess. And although the graphics are improved, they're certainly not finished because so many things are a bit strange that go on the pitch when you're watching the game. And there's a lot of tomfoolery as well. And I'm going to post a short about goalkeepers tomorrow because we've been playing today and, oh boy, 2 goalkeeper errors. So he's going to say that we should go with a positive mentality. So the way I would do that is I'd just go and check. The way I'm going to check that is by looking at where they score the goals, and they don't score any goals. So I think probably we could probably start with a positive mentality. This might only reflect, though, the Champions League, but they've only scored 1 goal in the Champions League. So probably we could start with a positive mentality. So we'll up that to positive. Looking at that, it does look like we probably should be winning. I suggest give our players the instruction to tackle. This doesn't work. So if you actually spend time clicking on these and then go to the match, you find that it hasn't worked. So best leave those alone. And because they don't score many goals, I maybe want to think about, you see, we got opposite, it hasn't applied it. We'll apply it here. We did apply 1. And I think we're going to play positive. That means that if I'm going to play positive, I want to take the game to them. So I'm going to lift the line, basically. I'm going to just go into a high press. I'm going to leave the standard line. We'll go and have a look. Not there. We'll go and have a look at their team analysis, the formation analysis. They're going to play much shorter pass to feet play through the press. So they're going to play like control possession, a tiki-taka, but just a little bit faster than it. And then shoot from distance, higher defensive line. So they're not really going to play direct. That's what I was worried about. We'll just go and lift the line up a little bit. And we should be okay because they're going to try and play through us. When we're watching in game, what you've got to watch for, because there's two ways that they could do this. If they're putting through balls through, then you're going to have to lower that line. And that is something that I always have to think of. Hey, football IQ, how you doing? What about match engine? The match engine, Devon, is exactly the same as FM24. Sorry to say, I'm seeing no difference between 24 and 26 in the match engine. The graphics engine is much better, but it's nowhere near good enough to be called excellent. One of the things that I will do is turn the sound off, because that doesn't help anybody. And then I will go to, this is really important as well, that you start the game in comprehensive. And I'll explain why I do this as we get into the game. This is a game I feel we should be winning. But two things I'm going to watch out for now. Where they're attacking us. If we've got, didn't I just turn that off? Oh boy. I turned the sound off and it hasn't gone off. Yeah, so there's a match we should be winning. We need to be strong at the back, dominant, and good finishing from Turland up front. So another thing that I will do is I'll click all the way through this. We don't really need to see this. Once is enough. And now I have to go to the opposition instructions. You see, there's more. So I'll make sure that they're all applied, and I never press. So what I'm going to look for is match momentum. When I'm playing this now, and this is why I'm getting results, I'm going to watch for match momentum. And I'm going to look for where they're attacking. And this is nonsense. I can't see anything from there. So at the moment, it does look like we have the ball, that we've got control of the game because we've got the highlights. But I watch that defensive line, and when they get possession, that's what you need to watch. The first thing you have to do is stop them scoring. Go on. What's happened here? Oh, it went behind, did it? I thought they were taking a break, having a little bit of a Kit Kat moment. But we are definitely controlling it. We will have all the momentum at the moment. And it seems like, yes, I took 2 years. I don't think so. I think they ran into problems. I think the plan... Yeah, this is going to be important. Where are they? So they are looking to play out wide. They're looking for their wingers and fullbacks. But can they get past us is the question. Yes, they can. And so in terms of defending, that's pretty awful from us. So what I'm going to do is ask, first of all, I'm going to ask my... wing backs. So this is like where is it? Oh, out of possession. I don't want them to press too much, because if they're going to just focus down the flanks in the beginning, I don't want them to Oi, not that one. Where is it? Oh, out of possession. I don't want them. Just let them go outside. And although we've got control of the match, they do have a highlight. And I need to turn the sound off, don't I? Can I do that? Yes. So it's although we're not dominating this game, they are in this game. Again, they're out wide, but we've managed to take the ball off them. Oh, that is a lovely pass. Park is in brilliant form. Park just can do no wrong. Except she's just done something really wrong. Oh, it's the way. So it does look like we are dominating the game. And I will give it just another few moments just to make sure. And it did seem to me that the tactical meeting we went to was absolutely spot on. If we take the lead, there it is. We've taken the lead. And sometimes it's those little changes that you make, like noticing that they're playing down the flanks, and then stop your wing backs or full backs from pressing so much. And that may have made the difference now. The match engine is recalculated, and that might have made the difference. I'm still watching for where they're attacking, but now I can go to extended. Because we're a goal up, I'll go to extended now. And I'm just going to keep an eye on our shots on target, and the highlights. This game is really easy to play if you play it methodically. And I'm going to do a video on these in-game instructions, because there are things to watch for. And the first one is, are you defending okay? And we seem to have set the defense up okay. And they're not getting behind us. They're not putting through balls through. I guess we're a stronger team than them. And we're getting shots on target. This is the second thing I'm going to look at. If that dips below 25%, something has to change. So now I've got my defensive line sorted out. And even with this, like, I don't know if anybody can work this out. I can't actually see anything going on here. One of the things I need to check, we'll just see this highlight out first, because I know that my wingers should be set to mark the fullbacks, but that doesn't always happen. That's a lovely pass. We do have another chance. Here's this ridiculous shooting stuff. But she just dribbled that time. I think we might have solved that, because she would have taken a shot from the byline in previous games. Right, one of the things I do need to work out is my wingers, because I know the game changes its mind. Yeah, that one is done. She's marking defender right. So that didn't change that one. And this one, yeah, so it hasn't changed it this time. Defender left. One of the problems with that is that they don't always do it. And that might be a function of they're not very good at marking. Just might be an attribute thing. But it's a handy thing to have on. Oof, good save, but it wasn't a very good shot. So we're kind of controlling the game. It's not as much as I would want. Looking at the possession, it's kind of 50-50. I'd like to get a little bit more possession. That makes me wonder what tempo I'm playing in. If they're not as good as us, we should be having more possession. But I'm perfectly happy with how tactically we're set up at the moment. There's not really much I want to change. I think it's coming up to half time, isn't it? So I think this is how I actually play the game. I'm going to make a couple of changes. I think I have to do this first. And then I'm going to make just one change, I think. I'm just going to, because I feel we're not, no, we're already at a higher tempo. So I'm going to come to a lower tempo. I want to just control the possession. See if we can't just work it slowly, get a bit more possession. One of the things I will watch for now is, do they start playing in front of my defence? Now, I've got a pressing midfielder and a defensive midfielder and a pressing midfielder in front. So I kind of hope that those three players are enough to stop them taking long shots and scoring from distance. But it's on the counter that we can get caught. But we are pretty much dominating this game, so I think it's almost time to go to key highlights. They don't look like they're going to worry us at all at this point. Their short passing game is a little bit lacking in creativity. And I think we've got them beat. Park, go on, Sam. Girl. What would you say? Like, go on, son. You wouldn't say, go on, daughter. So, yeah, we're totally dominating them. We could be doing better up front. But let's go to key highlights now. We should be able to see this out quite comfortably. Except they'll go and score now. But at the moment, the defensive line, we set it up right anyway. There's no change needed there. Just make sure the fullbacks aren't pressing, that's all. And there's the second. We are going to get another win here. Absolutely fabulous. I think this is game number 51 that I've played. And I've still only lost twice. And one of those was my fault, because I went to the bathroom while the game was playing. Then came back and found myself 2-0 behind. Never go to the bathroom when you're playing the match. I haven't done well, and they will never review it. So hang on, let's catch up with these. I was playing FM23 with the Leeds. I haven't done well, and they will review it. Yeah, football IQ, this is not the greatest game, but we have to remember that this is Championship Manager number 1. So it's like, let's go back to that. It's a brand new game, built on a brand new engine, and it pretty much is just the first version, and it's not going to be great. It's just not going to be great, unfortunately. Lots of tired players. Well, let's change the wide players then, shall we? So Blundell can come on here. Sandberg here. We don't need to change the forward players, actually. We'll change the two midfielders. Nasland. And then we'll change... Well, let's change... Who's the most tired? It's one of those two. But I can't change Elatoon. I could. But let's give Melody Griffiths a game. So there is no difference between the men's game and the women's game. The way you set up and the way they play it out, it's exactly the same. It's running on the same engine. There's no difference, which makes it easier if you want to play a women's save, because it's exactly the same as the men's saves. We have totally dominated this. I'm just a bit annoyed that we haven't scored more than 2. But it'll take another victory, which will be Like, I don't think that this team has been beaten yet. The problem with the game is that once you understand how it works, then it's very, very simple. It's very simple, and this is what you've got to be careful of, because I can't click that off, and it will advance 2 days. Yeah, see, it's gone to Friday already. And I don't like that. That's not fair. I want it, because we played this game on Wednesday. I want it to finish on Wednesday. So now we're on Friday. I've got a game on Saturday, Sunday, so I can't rest the players. So let's go to the first team. Yeah, I've got very, very tired players. I suppose I could give them 1 day off, can't I? It's Friday in the morning. But that's not fair. I should be allowed to rest my players. Turland doesn't actually need a rest. Nor does George. So you've got to watch that, because that is totally unfair. And I want it to stop on the day that we play the game, so that I can then decide whether or not to rest them. But a little minor issue, I suppose. The other parts of the game are pretty easy. So we'll go and have a look at these messages. But once again, if you set it up, if you set your team up properly and look for certain things, you can't lose. It's really that simple. It does need a competitor, I think, Devon. Glitches, I'm not finding too many glitches. Gosh, what a name that is. Yartha. I'm not finding too many glitches now. What I am finding is the annoying thing for me is that it's a little bit too easy, and there are things that are missing from the game that make it more immersive, like the cup draws, for example. You just suddenly get a message that you've got them in the cup. That's not good enough. There's no need to remove the cup draws. The bigger things that I miss are the chalkboard and the shouts. I miss the shouts. I know they said they didn't work, but I would like to disagree with them. I think they did work to a degree. I think they just told us they didn't work to make removing them less painful for us. We go to the opposition report here, and we will go to goal analysis. Play shot, powerful shot. I'm not going to be even allowed to change this, though. So they don't score from free kicks very much. 2 from corners. So I don't really need to worry too much about them. Attacking corners, defending corners. Free kicks, they don't. But I don't think I can alter that. Yes, I can. But I don't want to in this case. So really just set up each game exactly how you do every single time. And then look for exactly the same things. And then if you're in comprehensive highlights, you can make changes until you get the match momentum. And that's all there is to it. And you will, if you make enough changes, eventually you will get the match momentum. You might go a goal or two behind, but you can come back into it once you've got... Ooh, are we playing the derby here? Ooh, this will be interesting. Expectations. The supporters are predicting the game will be a draw. Cautious about the chance of beating the rivals. It's good to see Rolfo back after 6 or 7 weeks out. Apparently, if you go into settings, you can have space to advance the game as in previous games. Oh, right. Okay, Max, let's have a look for that then. Settings. So where would that be? Processing. Increase duration of processing breaks for fewer stops in play. No, I don't want to do that. Allow matches. Oh no, well, that's nothing to do with it. Speed to process. Fast, normal. Continue button legacy. Don't continue the game until all the messages are read. That's not what I'm looking for. That's not what I'm looking for. Colorblind mode. Hello, hello. So you can actually switch that back now. I can't find it. I'll have a look for that at another time. Legacy. I'll have a look for that at another time. It doesn't seem to affect the player's fitness when it happens, but it does bug me a little bit that why would it move on that far ahead? Sometimes it goes 2 days ahead, which means then you can't rest players if they need a rest. Oh, Gacy has been injured 4 months. Shall I recall her from loan? Yeah, we'll recall her from loan. I was going to at Christmas anyway. We'll take care of her. A double hernia, that's not nice. So, the big game coming up, Manchester City. Oh, that's a bit odd. Where was the tactical meeting? There it is. So, lots of little things. We'll go back to what we were doing. That is always the first thing that I will do. Set it to how it's set. And you need to remember what the settings that you have are. Those are fine. Work the ball to box. Those are fine. Those are fine. That's fine. That's fine. So normally I will play in a mid block, and that's probably what I'm going to play in this time with a standard line. We may have to alter that, but we'll do that shortly. Goalkeeper distribution, no, not in the mid block. And stop the crosses. Okay, so we're back set up where we were. So let's have a look what they've got to say for themselves. Balanced, I disagree. What I'm going to do, I think, yeah, clearly we don't score goals in the first half. Manchester City do. So balanced is probably not the best way to start. We're gonna start cautious. I think there's probably not much else we need to worry about except for the defensive line. So we'll have a look at how they're going to play. They're going to play in front of us. So we probably need a higher line. Yeah, we probably need a higher line against City. This is a game where you, it's not a game where you can just set a tactic and away you go. You have to tinker all the time. Yeah, they won't play direct. We've already worked that out. They're going to play in front of us. So we will lift the line up. And what we can do is, if they're causing us problems, we can step up more or we can drop off more. So we'll keep it balanced for now. Playing cautious in a mid-block. And we'll just check this one. not that one. It does mess me about. It shifts from the portal to the overview, and then that puts you off a little bit. Goal analysis. They concede. So they score goals. They do score goals from the flanks. They score goals from outside, from long range, but they score most. So this is a tricky little fixture, and how we defend against this is going to be quite interesting. So what I might do is lower the line. They don't concede many from crosses. So 2 little tweaks. I'm going to lower the line, not low line, and then I'm going to drop off more, just to stop them playing down the flanks. I'm going to set these to both to fullbacks, so that they don't go wandering too high up the pitch. And one other little thing that I'm going to do, based on what I've read, is I am going to no, that should be balanced, shouldn't it? No, we're going to play through focus our play through the middle. The reason I want to do that is because they score a lot from crosses. We don't score many, so let's just try and play the game in the middle of the field. Okay, so now we can go to the game. So when you're like setting up the game, I'm standard tempo. I can raise or lower the tempo. I can go wider. I can go narrower. There's a lot of things that I can do. I can raise or lower the line. And these are the things that I'm going to work on as we go into this game. So this will be a tougher test. Hi, Stefan. How are you doing? Half-time of Roma. What is the score? Roma versus Napoli. And here we go. This is a big game. I think we need to show everyone. I've got faith in you. And kick off and stop. And just go and do opposition instructions. Now, what I'm going to look for, we should be in comprehensive. Are we in comprehensive? Yeah. So what I'm going to look for is, first of all, momentum. Who's got the ball? And they are certainly taking their time over things. This is extreme. Controlled possession. This fullback likes to take all day. So, interesting little bit of play there. I'm just wondering, what does that mean? Should we be pressing them perhaps a little bit? Because they like to take their time. But we shouldn't be pressing, because they are just going to be able to play out. The same applies, their ability to play out through the press as for the men. So they do have possession. They are playing in front of me. But they are capable of going down the flanks as well. So this is an interesting little conundrum. So I am going to make a little change, because they're getting too much space in front. And instead of dropping off, I'm going to step up more. Because I don't want them having too much space, but I want to protect the flanks. So this is nonsense. I don't. They could use this space to put at least two good pieces of information. That kind of like looks like nonsense to me. I don't know, can anybody interpret that? Because I certainly can't interpret it. Yeah, there's the ball around the back. That's always what I'm going to worry about with this lot. So I need to lower my line a little bit more. So we're going to go into a low block and lower the line, but step up more. Actually, I'm going to go balanced on that, because I have those three midfielders. I've got to stop them getting behind me. But we do have a highlight suddenly. Now, isn't that interesting? So if we can steal momentum now, then we can speed the game up a little bit. Oh, my good Lord. What was that? So looking to steal the match momentum to be more in their half of the field. I'm wondering if I should press them, but I can't press with a low block, because they are taking their time there. I forgot, didn't I? That's my error. These... Wait, come on. These boys should not be... pressing. Oh, it's so hard to actually get something done on here. It's like something that was so easy to do in FM24 takes an absolute eternity to do in FM26. We are not as good a team as Manchester City. We would do well to get a draw out of this. We'll do very, very well. And there we go. That lower line stops them getting behind. That is the issue, is can we actually stop them scoring from long range? So I think we've got the line sorted out. We're not going to attack too much. But then I don't want to. I'm just hoping to catch them on the counter-attack. They're playing with a high press, so I might even bypass the press in the second half. Just doesn't seem... And we probably need to play with a higher tempo, just to help the counter-attack. So this game is really about tinkering all the time based on what you see. There's no help from stats. So it's got to be what you see. And I just want to make two more changes. I'm going to play the game at a higher tempo. We're playing it at their tempo. And that's why they're dominating. We need to move the ball faster. So we will go to our tempo, and we'll just up that. God, this is terrible. Come on. It's easy thing to do, but you're making it so difficult, SI. So hopefully we got that sorted out now. We haven't got the ball. I don't expect to have the ball. Oof. It's that space that's in front of us. It's how to deal with that space in front. I don't think I can. because they will play down the flanks and they'll play through the middle. I don't think I can deal with that space. Unless somebody's got any ideas. Look for a legacy. I'll have a look after the game. We'll see if we can find it after the game, Max. Has anybody's got ideas on... I don't want to... It is a lower line. I could step up. Could do that. We can try that. We'll step up to stop that. Where is it? It's going to be out of possession. Oh, it's hard to find. Step up more. We'll just step up more. See if we can close that gap. Defending is about spaces. And we've closed off the space down the flanks. We just need to close the space in the middle. And then we can think about how we're going to attack them. I don't really feel like I want to bypass, to play through the press. There's a big press going on here. And I don't think we're good enough to be playing through this press. Although that wasn't bad. But it is a bit worrying that perhaps we should be bypassing the press. But that's for attacking, so we'll think about attacking in the second half. But for now, raising the tempo should help us. But not if we're going to take shots from there. What are you doing? Is she on... shoot less often? Yeah, they're all on shoot less often. They're just like shoot from anywhere. We have to get seriously look at this in training. No shooting whatsoever. See, there's an example of how that marking failed. And failed again. But at least she got over there. And again, there's the low line. It stopped that winger getting in behind. So we've sorted that bit out. We just need to attack now somehow. She's a good player, I believe, Lauren Hemp. Go on. Fast. Pacey. Pacey, pacey. Counter-attack. That's not pacey enough for my liking. Well done. Well done. Now move it. Move. Where's the support? Come on. Move it. Move it. Yes. Now, come on, Mallard. Get with her. Get with her. Oh, she's going to take a shot. No, she isn't. It's over the crossbar. And this is what I had in mind. This is how I want to play. Can trap them inside, but then if I do that, Yartha, if I trap them inside, I'm asking them to shoot from that distance, aren't I? I think I've solved it by stepping up more. I don't expect to win this at all. Not at all. But so far we're doing okay. I'll be very happy with a draw. But I think we've got to just counter-attack a little bit quicker. And might be bypass the press. I've been thinking about that for a while. I'm actually proud of everyone's efforts. You've got the ability to do this. So let's go, let's bypass the press. My out of possession shape, I like that. So I've got two pressing DMs and a DM in front of my back line, so we should be okay. So I want to bypass the press. That's in possession, isn't it? God, they made this so hard. In possession. Build up. bypass the press, so now we need to put that on balance. Goalkeeper distribution, progression. Yep, that'll do. Oh, wait a minute. We can go standard passing. So this is the plan for attack, is to just bypass the press now. We could even end up going more direct. We've got to do things a little bit faster in attack. As long as the defensive line holds, we're fine. Oh, that was poor trigger pressing. But I need them to press in the middle of the pitch, so I can't take them off as well. So I'm going to go, like, keep tinkering. This is the secret to this. Keep tinkering all the time. I'm going to go more direct now and see if we can't move the ball up the pitch. I think I've got the defense sorted out. We just need to find out how to open space up behind them. And that fullback's... Oh, that's a winger, isn't it? I thought my fullback had gone missing. And there you go. The more direct... Was she offside, though? Flag stayed down. Flag stayed down, but she was offside. But there you go. We might have solved it eventually. A little bit more direct, as they've only got 2 back. So hopefully we can pinch this. There, they've only got 2 back, so if we can just like get support, we've got 2 on 3. It's not enough. We need to get more bodies forward. It's got to be much faster. But this is the idea. So this game is fairly straightforward. But you've got to now. It's different to what it was before because you don't get clues. You've got to actually watch it. You've got to watch for where they are attacking. Possession doesn't matter. We know they're going to have all the possession, but we wouldn't just had to sort the defense out early on, and now we're starting to sort our attack out. And we're looking a lot better on attack. Yeah, tinkering with the lines. You've got to do a lot of tinkering with the lines. And because it's about space, you've got to look at where you're leaving space, and you can't afford to leave these big teams any space. So you close down all the spaces that they can use. And the first thing we had to do was close down the wings, the flanks. They couldn't use the flanks. But then they were still causing me problems through the middle, so I had to compress the middle as well. Go on, Park. Get in! And then, when you've got your defense sorted out, have a look at how you can improve your attack. And little by little, we tinkered with the attacking, and we've got them pinched a goal. We've FM'd them, basically. We've got them pinched a goal. So that's a prime example. A game we should not be even anywhere near winning. I think City are predicted to finish 2nd. We are predicted to finish 8th in the table. We should not be even anywhere near on the same page as this team. But there you go. We've gone and pinched the lead, and it's all about stopping the space. Oh, what happened to her? She took a little break then, did she? I think she's telling me that she's tired, and looking at her, she is very tired. So maybe I forgot about substitutions. I think she just told me, I'm very, very tired, boss. So Blundell can come on there. And we have another tired player. George is tired. Always change the flanks. And the two midfielders are tired as well. Zagotti, Olme can play there. And Nalsand can come in there. And Mallard is tired, so Melody Griffiths can come on for Mallard. So we just need to keep our nerve now. I don't think I want to change anything, because City would have scored by now if we weren't doing something right. And I think I want us to keep playing direct. Go on. Go on. You got keep going. Little crossfield ball, maybe. Unlucky. Unlucky. But that's what I want us to do. Just go direct. And the other thing that I have just realized what I want to do is... Where's dribbling? Progression, isn't it? Yeah, I don't want them dribbling. That's already done. I don't think dribbling... I thought like dribbling was overpowered when I first played the game, but it's not overpowered. It's actually a problem, and it does look good when they dribble with the ball, but I think they get excited when they dribble with the ball. So it's better that they don't dribble. All you're doing is they will dribble, but you're just discouraging it, and then they will look for a pass instead. That's the way I look at it now. Because I always had dribble more on, because I thought it was great fun the way they were dribbling. But it's actually costing you if you put dribble more on. It's actually harder to control them. Well done. Now, quick attack. No dribbling. Go on, you got that. You got that. Well done. So that we sorted the line out. We got the lower line. That was the first thing we did. Make it difficult for them to score. And then I think we can go to extended highlights now, because we are looking pretty good. They are really struggling to break us down now. They might change their style. They're good enough to change their style. But again, we stopped them going down the flanks. We just got to make sure we close this space. Yeah, that's too easy. And this game is really simple. If you actually just follow simple things, the game is actually very, very simple. Get your defense sorted out, and then work on how you can score goals. And you just have to keep tinkering. This fullback's not having a very good game. She's having a terrible game. Who is she? Sandberg. See, I'd need to have a shout at her, but they've taken shouts away. She's not having a very good game at all. And we're not dominating the ball now. Not dominating the highlights. We've never dominated the ball. It was never my intention. And this is always going to be a danger. Oh! But the game is on my side at the moment, because I think it's telling me you've set up right. We've been well beaten, but we've FM'd them. There's something, the game is telling me there's something that I need to do, but it's too late. Because they were attacking and attacking. But like I said, I'd take a draw. Take a draw here. There is something I need to do, but I can't think what it is. Let's go to the opposition instructions again. It might be something to do with that. But I don't want to remove my goal threat, which we found. And I don't really want to alter my defensive line. But we are not picking up anything in these areas, second ball wise. And fullbacks are playing dreadfully. So I don't really know what I should be doing. What I'm going to do is I'm not going to play. I'm going to try and get the ball. And we're going to play narrower. We're going to try and keep the ball. And in terms of my defensive line, we're not going to step up. We're going to let them take shots. We'll let them take shots. Just want to try and keep the ball now. Be more expressive. Are you having a laugh? My assistant, be more expressive. Are you having a giraffe? I think we'll take a draw here. I'll say that's a very, very good result. Oh, unless they're going to score at the end. But that was offside. I'll take a 1-1 draw here. But again, we haven't lost. And that is how you do it. It's a simple game. We shouldn't have been anywhere near Manchester City. But we've got a draw. I'm very happy with that. I can't fault you for your efforts. I'm going to say I'm happy. Yeah, absolutely. We should be happy. That's a good result away at City. Now, this is a bummer. Don't run on too far. Yeah, it's already gone to Monday. So where is this, Max? Where is this, Max? Is it like in Legacy, is it? Right, let's go to Manage Settings. I can't find this. Legacy. That won't be in there. Won't be in there. I still can't find it. Nope. Can't find it. Anyway. Oh, we've lost the top spot because of that, did we? How did that happen? But we have gone 9 unbeaten. Chelsea must have won again. Chelsea never lose. Chelsea never lose. They're as bad as me. Oh, they did lose. So who took the top spot then? So that was a good point for us. But who went top? Who went top of the league? Where do I find that? Competitions then. God, this is terrible. Oh, Arsenal have gone top. Interesting. Where have they come from? This is bad because now I've clicked continue. It's moved on a couple of days again. This is bad. But they're all fit. It's okay. Because I think we have... There's so much wrong with this game. It's like you click something and you do things wrong. I don't know who they are. But it's on Friday, interestingly. So I think we should be beating them. Where are they in the league? And why is this grayed out? Why can't I go to the Champions League from here? Why not? Why do I have to go back to the portal? Oh, they're not very good. They're as bad as Benfica. So always, when you come out, when you're doing this, just go back to how you set up. So that's balanced more often, standard. You should, get to know your tactics so that you can go back to what you do. Everything is fine. In possession, work the ball into box, discourage. Overview, shorter, standard. I'm playing with a higher tempo at the moment, wider, more disciplined. Play for set pieces. Discourage, work the ball, discourage low crosses. Discourage, set that back to balanced. So we've reset it now, basically ready to go to that meeting. But I've got a funny feeling that I'm just going to play positive in this game. I don't need to look at that yet. Nothing to set. Rachel Williams. I do need to give her. She's an impact sub, and I do need to. Give her some time off the bench. I'll take that result against Man City. Like, they're red hot favourites to be one of them and Arsenal. To just quickly look at that. They don't score from corners, and they don't concede from corners. They don't score from free kicks, and they don't concede from free kicks. So let's go attacking for both. And have I come to that? I think we should just be attacking this team. It's Europe, and the game is very kind anyway when it comes to Europe. But I just do every single game as I've done the last one. I never change what I'm doing. And I guess that's why I don't lose. There's like 52 games without... And I've only lost 2. And one of those I lost because I was in the bathroom. Tactica, this is your tactical advice. Yeah, this is exactly what I was thinking myself, so we'll go positive. They're good at forcing turnovers, are they? Well, we'll go and check that out. I don't think so. That's a big red herring, so please don't throw these red herrings at me. They're playing in a mid-block direct football. They're not going to be pressing us. Opposition force high turnovers. No, they don't. Recommend focusing down the left-hand side. Let's have a look at that then. I don't really see why you would recommend that. We'll just stay balanced. And could improve our goals to touches ratio. Shoot on sight, you're having a giraffe. So I think that we will just set up positively. I can't see anything that would make me feel otherwise. They don't score many goals, but they haven't conceded many. So we go positive and we attack them. Have I had team selection advice? Rolfo is fit to play, is she? That's good news. Rolfo, are you back? Poor George. George can go on there for Blundell. I've got a soft spot for George. So I think all we need to do is go positive. We'll stay with the balance line and then just work it out as we see. I think we're just going to roll these over. I think it's one of the tabs at the top called Preferences. I saw it on Tom FM's review. One of the tabs at the top. Okay, so we got Preferences, yeah, but where is Legacy in there? I can't find Legacy in here at all. I think I'm just going to have to go through this off camera and try and find it. But the fact that it just seems to just move on. When you click continue, it goes on as much as it feels it wants to, and I don't like that at all. I want to control how much it moves on. No, I can't see it in there at all. Right, Rolfo is probably going to last half the game. But I think we'll just play positive. I'm going to revert back to the experiment I was doing with this one being... Was it this one? Yeah, she's going to be a better wing back. So we'll have an inside forward here and a wide forward this side, and then we'll have an inside full back this side. Job done. And I think we should probably just steamroller this team. At the end of the stream, go to FM menu, then click on Preferences, Detailed Processing. Okay, well, I'll give that a try, Max. But I mean, honestly, I think that there's like if we go through this again, we'll start with the defense. I think we need to show. Okay, up to you. So all you have to do is start with the defense and with match momentum. So stop that there. We have to go to opposition instructions now. There's too many clicks. Way too many clicks. So we'll keep an eye on the defense and the match momentum. We should actually be in probably comprehensive so I can actually see what's going on. Just for a little while. Now they are going to play direct. Oof. That's a bit of a tough tackle. So we do have to watch this line because these long balls over the top could catch us out. But the question is, are they good enough to do that? No, oi, referee, send her off. That was a kick, that was. I'd have sent her off for that. That was a very, very interesting game this afternoon, the Arsenal-Chelsea game. Very, very entertaining, I'll say that. Very entertaining game. So at the moment, we've got the match momentum. A bit worried that in 15 minutes we haven't taken too many shots. Might have to put them under a little bit more pressure. That was a little bit too easy. Yeah. Don't forget to do that when you've got a team who are playing direct football. Come on, we should be doing better than this. I think it was a red card, and the reason I think it was a red card was because there was venom in the challenge. He went in like he meant to hurt him, and if you notice that he had been fouled a couple of minutes earlier, and it was a revenge tackle. That's okay, you can do that. Direct football also means that they will dribble at you. So let's make one more change. Let's go to our trigger press. And let's not trigger press so often. Just let them come. Don't let them go past you. Offside? Yeah. Even I could see that was offside. But that looked a bit better from us. See, this is where I need shouts, because I feel like I'm out of control here. I need to shout at them. And I don't care what SI said. I think they just lied to us that when they said they don't work, they didn't work. Yes, they did. Not all the time, but they were useful. And they also made you feel better as well. They also made you feel like a manager when you're shouting at them. Catch the Newcastle match on Saturday. Did I watch the Newcastle game? I think I had the match on. No, it wasn't televised, was it? I can't even remember what the score was. God, my memory is failing me. What was the score? And then it will spark my memory again. Did Voltemada score? Oh, he did. He scored that cheeky chip, didn't he? Yeah, I did see the Newcastle game. Voltemada scored that lovely little goal. Yeah, Newcastle are starting to play pretty well, aren't they? Midfield, and I said this like last season, those three in midfield are absolutely dynamite. And if they could get like forwards who could take advantage of that three that they have in midfield, Joe Linton, Guimares, and who's the other one? Tonali. They could actually get forwards who support them and run and move for them. They're going to be deadly, and they're starting to do that. Unlike this team, who are absolutely awful. But it may be that we're playing too quick now, because I have upped the tempo. Maybe I need to slow them down a little bit. Defensively, we're not in trouble at all. We just need to score a couple of goals. So, it's in possession. Let's slow the tempo down. Let's just keep the ball. And I think we'll probably do a little bit better. I think we can go to extended now. The only thing that could go wrong is that the forwards let me down. Like that. You had to score. Good Lord, I could have scored that. I scored that with a blindfold on. Come on, come on. See, I'm looking at people asking about my opinion of the new graphics. I'm looking at the new graphics, and they're not great. They're not actually great. There's a lot to be desired about these graphics. The movement isn't quite right. They're going to improve it year upon year. It will get better and better and better. They'll take that nonsense out probably next year, because like they should not be shooting from these areas, but they do, and half the time they score. And there you go. It's just being vigilant, just by slowing them down. We've scored a goal, and that's probably all it needed. I think we can probably go to key highlights now, because I think we've got it sorted out now. And this is how I like, I play game by game. This is exactly what I do, game after game after game. Starting comprehensive, make sure my defence is fine. Once I've satisfied they can't score, how am I going to score myself? Keep an eye on this. This is not good enough. 7 shots, 3 on target. We might have to address that if it gets any worse. But we'll just tell them we're doing okay, but we can do better. And I do this every single time. And you just keep getting results. Set your defence up. Once your defence is rock solid, the only thing you have to watch for is shifts in momentum. If they start piling up stuff now, I'm going to get a little bit worried, and I'm going to have to go back to comprehensive just to figure out why that is happening. Manchester City came back at me in the end, but I just reacted too late, unfortunately. Oh. And we're not getting enough shots on target. But it could be players as well. Mallard is tired. And Rolf is tired. She's only back from injury. So let's make those changes. Down the left. So, Sandberg, who didn't play very well last time. I should tell her, oi, get your act together. Actually, Sandberg is left or right? Left. And Rivera as well. Huh? I put 2 left backs. Oh, I've got Sandberg is left. I put 2 left backs. What a dummy. So I can't take Rivera off. Those 2 midfielders again. And 2 of those 3. Mallard. Elatoon. Oh, this isn't good. I've messed up the bench here, haven't I? I've got a right winger. Can I move Park? Yeah, Park can come in here. And I've got a right winger. That's okay. I can't do anything about the tired fullback. But yeah, that's not good enough. I really should try and find a way to solve that. But I don't want to go back to comprehensive now. I think we're doing enough. If I was playing on my own, I would go back to comprehensive to try and figure out why that's going wrong. But I think we're doing enough. I think it's just about enough. George, like this whoever this is, what's her name? Griffiths. Found her in the reserves. Sometimes you do find these players in the reserves. Oh, I know what it is. I can see it now. Too late, but what we need to do is we need to come into a low block. With a standard line, and they're going to with a lower line, and we're just going to step up a bit more. That's what it is. Because they're just sat back, aren't they? Probably reacted a little bit too late. But we saw it through. 1-0. We'll take that. Appeared inspired. Now, how far is it going to move on this time? Friday again. And I can't click and stop it. Yeah, we have secured a playoff spot, which is good news. And fixture-wise, it's now Friday. Oh, there is a break. So pretty much, that's what you got to do, is set up your defensive lines. Once you're happy that the opposition are not going to score, and you're just looking at the flanks and whether or not they're going to play these little intricate through balls. If either they're going down the flanks or they're going to play these little through balls, you've got to drop your line a little bit. And don't be afraid to use a lower line. People are often afraid to use a lower line. Don't be afraid. It works absolutely perfectly. And as you can see, we just keep getting result after result. And this, like, my team is not even playing well at the moment. And we just keep racking up these results. And I don't think that I can go a whole year of this. I just think by the time I get to 6 months of this, I'm just going to be like, what am I doing this for? I'm just going to be like, why? I just keep winning game after game. What am I doing this for? And I reckon I could last 6 months before I throw my PC out the window. And I mean, I've got to hope that they are going to make this a lot harder next year. I know why they've done it, because the attention span of their target audience, or their new target market, their attention span is like about 5 seconds. And they are not going to want to mess about and faff about with data and stats. And so they have made this about as easy as they possibly could, whilst keeping an element of it being a puzzle. These questions are nuts. Am I ever going to say, no, I thought it's terrible that she scored for her country? And I think that yeah, honest, real chaos. That is my assessment of it. Um, and they've made it so damn easy. Like, probably not just for me, but for other people. Anybody who's been playing this game for more than 5 or 6 years knows everything that I'm saying when we're playing the games here. And oh, see, I found her in the reserves. Now she's an international. And a Welsh girl as well. Well done, Welsh girl. You did well and should be proud of yourself. Well done, girl. Sandberg has got an injury, has she? 9 weeks. They're not holding back on these injuries either. They're usually 6 or 7, 8 or 9. They don't hold back on these. So, yeah, anybody who's played for half a dozen years and now understands the game will work this out in 5 minutes. And unfortunately, Real, yeah, you're right. They've just made it just a little tad too easy. I thought when I first played it, oh, this is interesting. Oh, my God, we got another one. Who's this? Oh, it's the same one. And I did think it was quite interesting. But unfortunately, the more I played it, the quicker I realized this is actually not difficult. I think what I need to do is to put these things into a list of how I do it, and then I'll do a video, and then everybody will know how to do it. And the list is fairly simple. First, check match momentum and your defensive line. And then second, once you've got tinkered and got your defensive line right, work out how to score. And it's as simple as that. It really is dead easy. I mean, you never know, though. They might actually realize people are finding it too easy and then do a patch. But I don't think they will, because they want people, the new players on the consoles, to be winning tons of trophies. And that's what they want, because when they're winning, this 12 to 14-year-old audience, when they're winning, they will want to play again next year. That's, I think, the strategy. People like me, I'm afraid, we don't matter anymore. This is a bit sad. So who did she play for? Because to respond to that, I need to know how well she played. Oh no, not this one. Yeah, I was glued to the TV. No, I'm not going to leave the meeting because I can't go back. See, the back button doesn't work. So it's, yeah, I don't know. If I last 6 months, I'll be very pleased. It is too easy. I haven't lost a game playing for Seoul in the Journeyman. I don't think I've lost a game in this one, have I? No, I haven't lost a game in this one. Yeah, I'm still only second, though. So, and then I did another one, which was the Man United men's team, which is the original one that I did. It was terrible at the start until I got figured out how to do it. Then after that, I didn't lose another one. I don't know if I can go a whole year doing this, which is a bit sad. Fun for now, because I want to see what the trophy things look like. We need to look for players. Yeah, we do, actually. I thought we'd already done that. Rachel Williams should be placed on the transfer list. Okay. She's like 39 years old, is she? Or is she like... Let's go and have a look at that. How old is she? I think she's 39. She's 39. 37. I think we could probably put her on the transfer list if anybody wants her. What's your team in real life? I'm a Man United fan in real life. I was quite impressed with our second half performance today, but not with the first half performance. First half performance was terrible. Absolutely terrible. What's this stuff? No, we don't want to do that. Jess Park. Nah, it's not that good. That's pretty good, though. Tullis Joyce. Let's have a quiet word in her ear. She'll probably tell me a lot of them have been telling me that I don't know what good form is. Miyazawa, again, that's pretty good. But I think I had problems with her last time. Yes, she does. That's not good enough for her. Okay, we're done here. So I have to remember, she does not like to be praised. She has very, very high standards. I've gone back to FM24, Nathan says. I'm disappointed. I don't know if I would actually want to go back to FM24, though, Nathan, to be fair. I guess why would I go back to something that I was so fed up of? I played a lot of hours of FM24. There were so many issues with it. Some of you will have seen me tearing my hair out in the live streams because there were just so many issues. West Ham. Free kicks. Don't score any. But they do give away goals from free kicks themselves. Corners, only one. So I would say defending corners and attacking free kicks. He's got it the wrong way around, doesn't he? Attacking free kicks, defending corners. That'll do it nicely. Most of our women's team is, but we lack squad depth. I've watched them a few times, the women's team. For me, they're struggling up the top end of the park. If they could find finishers, they would be a better team. This is my opinion. I don't know much about women's football, to be fair. So I wouldn't profess to. Yeah, shall we play Gobby George again? Gabby George, not Gobby George. She probably wouldn't like me for calling her that. Sandberg's injured. Rolfo, though, I need Rolfo to keep playing. So we're going to keep Rolfo there. Gobby George. And I need a right back, don't I? Not two lefties. Blundell is the girl. And the rest of the team looks fine to me. But we probably do need to rotate. Nelson. Did Jess Park get left out last time? Nelson for Jansen. Jess Park is in the team. What's he on about? Oh, Jess Park in the centre. I'm not quite sure why we would want to do that. We haven't got any injuries, have we? Unless he wants to give Toon a rest. Is that what he's up to? Could be that he wants to give Toon a rest. Leah Galton needs to play. So we'll do this. We'll give it a try. Bizet Denham on the right. Jess Park in the middle. It does give a little bit of rotation. Jess Park can go in the middle. It gives Toon a rest. She's played every game. And who was the other one? Galton on the left wing to give Mallard a rest. Not Sandbag. There we are. I'm happy with that. I just don't know about Gabby George. So not my fault. The writing is too small. Okay. No, I'm going to... Rolfo needs game time, so I'm not going to do that. So some of the fights I have with my assistant manager. And here it comes. So the first thing to do, go back to what your base tactic is. So team instructions, mid-block standard, yep. More often, standard. Yep, for the mid-block, yep. And in possession, I mean. God, they've made this hard. In possession, shorter, we are trying higher, wider, yep. So you just reset your tactic to what it should be. And then we're just going to make subtle changes according to what we find in this meeting. So we go to the meeting now. Should push up with a much higher defensive line because they are unlikely to play in a direct style. Okay, if that's what you say. And immediately I see they're going to play with more direct passing. So if you go to this meeting and just click on that, you're screwed. So what we're going to do, we're going to sit in the mid-block and we'll start. Actually, we're set up right for it. Well, we're going to play cautiously to begin with. Just until we work out if the lines are set right. West Ham concede most down the left-hand side. I very much doubt that is the truth. So down the left-hand side, they concede 4. But there were 3 down the right-hand side and most down the middle. So I'm going to focus play down the middle. Or in fact, we might stay balanced for the time being. Because it's all over the pitch, really. Could improve our chance of scoring. See chances against a shorter passing game. That's interesting. So he wants me to lower the tempo. Structure will make us more effective going forward as the opposition are likely to... So he wants me to take early crosses and to be aggressive. Okay. So we'll do that one. But the others, I will just remember those. But I don't really feel that they're a good idea. Hitting early crosses, no. Lowering the tempo, not while I'm experimenting. But that might cost me, so I need to remember. But all we'll do once we're in game is we'll do exactly the same as we've done before. Review team selection. Yeah, I'm happy with that. We have a right and a left now. Defensive centre. Mallard, Toon. We don't have a right winger. That's where I will struggle. So I've got how many? Satoon probably needs a rest. I've got an attacking mid. Okay, we're happy with that. Let's go to the game. West Ham. Can we beat West Ham? We're gonna lose. Bruno, Jess Park is absolutely superb in this game. I've seen them a couple of times. I don't recall what she's like in real life, but in game she's absolutely brilliant. I think I'm going to say it's a match we should be winning, because we should. So the first thing that I've got to do is to sort out my line. We'll find out if where the momentum is, and then we'll sort out the line at the back. Might be right, it might be wrong. Well, we need to be comprehensive to do it. So, West Ham have the first highlight. It's never a good sign. And West Ham have scored, but it was offside. So, it's a little warning that something's not right. Or it could be things are going to go well from here. But they did look... I think that's something to do with the hard tackling that I did. So it probably isn't necessary. So I think we'll stop that. I don't know why we ever do that. Why anybody would do hard tackling. But that's better. Get up the other end of the pitch. I don't know why my assistant wanted to rest her, because she needs game time. She's my best left back, and she's been out with injury most of the season. She needs game time. See, we are not dominating the ball, which is a bit of a concern. Because we should, unlike City, we should be dominating the ball against this lot. Although we are getting them the chances. 'Cause again, we're playing this mid-block direct football. So I think I will take my assistant's advice. So we will go to a lower tempo and just try and keep the ball. And we will go and reduce that to standard. So let's keep the ball, because he did say that a shorter passing game would be more effective, which wouldn't make sense then to cross early, because that's more direct. If we score here, we've sorted that out. Go on, son. Was that in? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We are ahead again. We are winning again. Oh, God. So we kind of sorted out that problem, I think. Sometimes the information that he gives you doesn't seem to make sense. Like, I'm experimenting where I wanted us to play at a higher tempo in the last 2 games. And then suddenly, after winning those 2 games, he told me to play with a lower tempo. So I'm going to ignore that piece of advice. Just remember it, because it actually has paid off. The line is fine. They're not doing anything. Oh, that's a poor pass. That's the shorter passing, isn't it? Maybe I have to play narrow. That was a really poor pass. Shall I play narrow to help with the passing? We are playing with our best player, Ella Toon. I presume that this is Lingard's cousin in real life. Oh my god. I presume Ella Toon, Real Chaos, is the best player in the team. Certainly in game. Penalty, ref. Certainly in game she is, in this game. I presume. Phil used to be known as the young man Phil. Blimey, Max. Stress of managing in FM24. But for a year, that game was great fun. I absolutely loved that game for a year. But when it got into the second year, I don't know, I think they were tweaking it and they were like adjusting it and putting patches in because it started to not make any sense in the second year. And that and a combination of just getting like enough of one version. I've played it for 2 years now. That kind of it just FM24 became very stressful. Like somebody said earlier that they're going back to it. Like Nathan, I think, said he's going back to FM24. I couldn't do a third year of FM24. So we'll put up with this one. How long I'll go though, because I just can't keep winning every game. It's just becoming ridiculous. And I'm really looking forward to all my theories falling apart and going on this like 20 game losing streak, please. Because at the moment it's just a little too easy. And I don't think that I can do that for the whole year. Whilst it was fun learning it, in a sense, I wish I hadn't experimented on it and found out what to do and just done what the 12 to 14-year-olds will be doing and just clicking through and letting the game play the game. I'm pretty sure you'll have success even just doing that because they want you to win trophies. Because if you win trophies, you'll buy it again next year. And that's what they're trying to do, I think, this year. And their new audience needs a very simple game where they're going to win tons of trophies no matter what they do. And then they'll all buy it again next year. And maybe one day somebody in SI will think, maybe we do have to look after those players who played for 20 years, 30 years, and we'll do a tougher version for them where we'll put it on top of an old match engine and let them enjoy until this game catches up. You never know. Somebody might think of that. Go on, Dunham. Go on. Yep, we're in. So that's where sometimes the animation fails. What kind of shot was that? You had like 3 people in the box, in the 6-yard box. You just like lobbed it up in the air. Oh boy. That's it. Get your foot on it. Leticia, Real Chaos. Is Leticia a very good player in real life? Looks like she might be. She's a 4-star in the game. I have to watch more of them now that I'm doing this. But at least now I've learned what to do for the accompanying video to the tactical meeting. It's a very simple video to make now. Go on, must be 2. Oh, hit the post. We need the second goal, girls. We're absolutely dominating now. We just got to find out. Maybe I need to play narrow. Maybe I need to stretch it wider. I'm not quite sure. Are they going to get a goal back to make me nervous? You know what I've forgotten again? Oh no, not that. Out of possession. They should not be trigger pressing too much. Out of possession. If you've got a team that's looking to play down your flanks, put your wide defenders as fullbacks and don't close down less. I think we're doing well, but we can find another gear. Is in order here. 6.7. You weren't that bad. I think we'll give Rachel Williams a shot in the second half. She is an impact sub, and I haven't used her for a while. We're struggling to score goals here, so I think she did come on and score a goal last time I used her. So we'll see if she can do it again. Oh, nice pass, but were you offside? It's a poor shot. I'm reminded of old F1 games. Either you could play on arcade for a more simplified, or you could play on simulation for a real experience. Yeah, I mean, I don't see why SI can't do that. Like, just this is already on the old FM24 match engine. So why don't they just use the match engine, the old one, for us old fellas? Like, who need a bit more of a challenge. You know, while we appreciate the effort that's gone into the graphics, then they're pretty, the stadiums are nicer, but player movement sometimes is terrible. Sometimes the animations in terms of shooting is terrible. So it's not the perfect creation, but we appreciate all that, but we need more management. We need to feel like we're managers, not spectators. Oh, come on, girls. This is terrible. I think I'll tell them not to dribble so much. Let's tell them off. Do not dribble. In possession, that will be, won't it? Dribbling. It's already discouraged. So they're not doing as they're told, are they? Which would suggest there's something wrong. Turlin's not playing very well. Or Galton. And we have tired players, Rolfo, so George can come on here. And not this one. Johnson here. And Galton is tired, of course. Mallard can come on for her. And we're going to bring on Rachel Williams as an impact sub. She did score last time I did this. And so I think I'll nudge it to extended now. I'm fairly confident we can hold this out. Although we need the second goal. Yeah, I agree with you, Max. I think they need to do something. Otherwise, we're going to be totally unhappy in a few months. When we've all learned how to do this, everybody's going to be so unhappy because nobody wants to win all the time. But it's in your instinct to try and win. At least it's in mine. When I play these games, I want to win every game. Oh, that was better. That's better. So I don't know about you. I mean, maybe what we'd have to do is just let the game play it out and take whatever comes, and just be. What are these two? Are they having a gossip? To separate those. So maybe we just might have to just let the game do whatever the game wants to do. The game can become football spectator. Are they playing a bit more direct now? Do I need to sort my line out a little bit? We'll have a little look at this. Yeah, I probably do, don't I? This closing down, this trigger press is a problem, because they are dribbling. So we don't want to be trigger pressing. Let's just come off that. Just let them run at you. They'll run out of ideas. Just don't let them run past you. Like that. Good tackle, that was. So what I'm going to do, because they are coming into this game, I'm going to go into a low block and shut it down that way. I'm not letting them get behind my defense. I don't know where this energy has come from they've got. What we could also do is... Ooh, loads of those. All this hard tackling going on. Right. Have I got hard tackling on? We're starting to struggle. No, it's standard tackling. And we don't want to struggle. We're going to do what we did against Manchester City. Have I got any subs left? Yeah, one. Park, possibly. Let's put Griffiths on the right wing. Can Mallard play on the right? No. Let's put Turland on there. Okay, let's put Griffiths on there. Right, let's do what we did against Manchester City. We will go higher tempo. And we'll play more direct. Maybe even go a little bit wider. All right, let's try that. Come on, we just 10 minutes, we can get another goal and then hold out. I don't know about you guys, but do you get many goals from corners? I'm like, oh, who is this girl? I hardly get any goals from corners at all. Who is this girl? We need to do something with her. She's going past my... She is going past my fullback with ease. Who is she? This one. I don't think we should type mark her or close her down. But I think my fullback, who's already on... this is a tricky one. I don't think we should be type marking her. Don't get too close to her. She's just like going past all the time. I think maybe what we could do is focus the play away from her. She is a real danger. There she goes again. I think what we could do is break her leg. Okay, so let's try and keep the ball away from her. That is really weird. Where does she come from? It's so hard to find things. Progression. Let's try and keep the ball away from her. We could end up getting beat here. Okay, this is not working. Okay, so Tinkering Tom, shorter, lower, standard, and then we are going to go into a high press with a standard line, and we're going to drop off. And we are going to counter press. We are also going to, where is it? We're going to trigger press more often. We have to do something here. Get up the pitch, girls. They are just suddenly taking us apart. But we have to have, I think, total change of philosophy. There we go. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky. Right, hopefully we'll see this out now. And I think we need to stay on our feet because we are just totally out of control here. Wrong way. Absolutely out of control this team is now. That's better. That's better. And we can now add prevent short goalkeeper distribution as well. That's a bit better. Well, we had to work for this one. A little tinkering. Still haven't got it yet. But she's not so troublesome now. Where did West Ham get this from? We are all over the place. We're just like really all over the place. Right. We're going to go and push the line up. Drop off more. I can't think of anything else to do. Short goalkeeper distribution. Just in case they happen to go back in their own half. I don't know where West Ham have got this from. Is it my mentality? I forgot to change the mentality. Yeah, well, that's why we need to be playing much. I should have changed that at half time. I forgot about that. Well, we've got away with it. A little bit of tinkering again. We got away with it. But I forgot about that. We should have changed that to positive at half time. So there you go. This game is dead easy, guys. It's about as easy a game as I've ever come across. A win's a win, but that was not good enough. I just don't know what else to say. It's like, it's too easy. And I'm sure you guys are seeing exactly the same. I can't seem to score from set pieces. That's all I can say about that. I just can't seem to score from set pieces. I'm lucky if I get one goal a season from a set piece. But then I'm not doing set pieces myself. I'm just hiring a set piece coach. But in FM24, my set piece coach was really good, and I was scoring lots of goals from set pieces. I just can't seem to score from set pieces. Having said that, we don't concede many either. So I guess they have just dumbed it down a bit. You're enjoying it. I don't find it too easy. In all three of the saves I've done. But then I'm applying a system. And if you apply the system, then you will win most of your games. And I nearly lost that one. And that was a mistake that I made because the only mistake that I made, and I kept it at cautious when my plan was to go to positive once I'd sorted out the defensive lines. And I forgot to go to positive. So I nearly lost that and kept having to tinker and tinker when it would have been a job easily done. So just by using the system that I found, it's just really simple. It's very, very simple. And I honestly think, Wolverons, that they have made it easier so that people, the new target audience that they're targeting, will win lots of trophies. And when you win lots of trophies, you'll come back and you'll buy another game next year. And I think that's what it's all about. There's no way I am this good at the game. No way. I've never started an FM winning as much as this. And all I'm doing is applying a very simple system. It just seems a little bit... I'm not going to do the high tempo anymore. It doesn't work. Specific games only. So, yeah, we'll see how it works out. The teams that I'm playing are kind of mid-table teams. Well, the system is basically tinkering with the instructions. You go to your tactical meeting. I've done a video on the tactical meeting. When you have like a ton of red herrings there, set up your team. Always like you just saw me go back to how I normally play. That's in my head now. So I can just go back to how I normally play. And that should be standard, not lower. And then go to that tactical meeting. Check against the opposition report. He'll give you all sorts of information. Most of it is wrong. If you just click on those things, you'll make a mess of it. So find the ones that are correct, set that up. Then what you got to do, go into the game, starting comprehensive, and make sure your defensive line, tweak your defensive line so that you've got the defensive line sorted out. Then focus on your attack. And it's a very simple thing to do, and we keep winning. We're not winning by huge scores, but we're winning. That's I haven't lost the game, and it's just becoming a little bit, I don't know, what's the word? I'd like to lose a few, but my instinct as a manager is to win every game, and so I'm not just gonna let the game play itself. That's not the point of the game. It's called Football Manager. So I'm going to do a video on the in-game tweaking that I do. I've already done one on the tactical meeting. And put those two pieces together and you get results like this. And I've played with 3 teams, and all of them have been predicted to finish round about middle of the table. No higher. They're not teams that you would expect to be winning everything. This Manchester United women's team is not good. In fact, it's very mediocre. So mid-table would be very, very good finish for these girls. But we're just winning all the time. And so I've done part 1 of the system. I'm going to do a video on part 2. I know in my own head now what it is. So I just need to do that video as well. And everybody can get these results. I don't know. I just feel it's a little easy. It will be interesting when I start my new save, which will be Newport or Woking. And we'll just see then. Am I still getting the same kind of results with that system? I just hope that I won't be, because at the moment I'm starting to think I could only do this for a while. Thank you, Max, for 10,000 was it was a big thing for me. I'm old, and to do that at my age over a 3-year period, I just feel really good about it. So two dreams came true in the last couple of months. I published my book and got to 10,000 subscribers. Even the old can have their dreams come true. So thank you for that, Max. And I'm going to call it a day there. It's 10:15. And I'll be back on Tuesday. I'm going to continue experimenting with this, at least till we get to the end of the season. Then I will switch the Journeyman over to live. And then I will start. I'm leaning towards Newport as my video save then. So the Journeyman at Seoul will eventually replace this one. We'll see if we can do the 30 trophies in 10 seasons. Might be possible in this one. So thanks for coming anyway. Thanks to Max and Real Chaos and Wool Runs, all the people who chatted with me. Nathan, thank you so much for talking to me and helping me pass the time and have a good time doing so. We just keep winning, and if I was a manager, I'd be saying, yeah, let's keep winning. I'd have no sympathy, but I can't help thinking there's something not right here. Okay, thank you, guys. I'll hopefully see you on Tuesday. We'll keep experimenting with this, and I'll be back very soon. So there is a video, a soul video coming out tomorrow. That'll be out about 1 o'clock tomorrow, I think. Part 3 of that series. It's just the same. So hopefully I will see you guys on Tuesday. This will be a big game, Paris Saint-Germain, and Spurs after that. These are bigger teams than us, better teams than us. All of these, apart from Hocken. And so Tuesday next. Stay safe. Take care. And we'll see you for more of this on Tuesday. Thanks for coming, guys.